What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Godzilla, New Empire. So, it's like a different form. He's got purple stuff on him. Let's try this. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause, we go too fast. This is from the trailer, so he's got like one hand here and then all the spines going down. He's like shouting into the air. Let's try this. Very small, lemon-shaped sort of eye, curved line there. Center point of my page is about here, so we're above that, above the halfway. And then we'll go down around here. And his eye seems to be kind of just glowing purple, right? But I'll give him like a little spiky little line there, just to give him a pupil, just to make it look like he's looking somewhere. So he has like a ridge of spines that come across his eye here, right? So we'll roughly just like get this bumpy sort of line that goes back this way. And eventually this will become like a spiky thing here. And they get gradually smaller as they go down towards the nose. Down this way, right? And then it like eventually does join his nostril here. And then he has a cheek line that goes underneath his eye. Like Godzilla always has, really. Okay, so he meets like the hole for his nostril somewhere here, right? So it's like a little drop, like a raindrop sort of thing. Okay. And then we'll add just some like eyelid lines and skin lines and stuff just around the eye in here. Some sort of textures on these spikes and everything. Okay. So at the back of his head, right, so we've got like a couple of layers of like this, the back of his head with spikes and stuff. So no easy way of doing this, right? So we just got like this row of spikes that seems to travel down his neck like the whole way, right? It'll go the whole way down. But on the side of his head here, there's like a single sort of head spike which kind of joins the nose in there. Okay, and then it's a different sort of design. It looks like his mouth will come like this way, and then a spike here, there. This seems to like just go up this way. So he's got like all these kind of lines on his face and stuff that go up towards his nose. They're kind of like bags under his, coming from the nose, like bags under his eyes and stuff. Textures on them all there. Right, so then the snout and the mouth will come down around and join the edge of his head here. And there's all spikes then that go down that way. So the snout, right, so he's frowning fairly heavily, right? So he's got like a big frowny head. It curves around and then goes back down and becomes spiky here. And there's like purple energy coming out from here. And then a curved line this way. And then his nose kind of flares out and then goes down. And then his other nostril kind of like comes in this way. And you might have like some wrinkles coming across the nose here. And then the snout, so it's like a wrinkly kind of thing. Very bumpy. Comes all the way down this way. And then just goes up this way. So we have all these sort of lines that come around the snout here. Wrinkles and stuff on his skin, like textures like scales and everything are always helpful. Right, and then so we can see his other eye kind of sticking out here, so we just got his other sort of frowning kind of spiky eyebrow here. And then he's got a very small purple eye in here. And then like his cheek. Out like so. And then some more sort of frowning wrinkles and all this kind of stuff for the back of his head and everything, just going back this way. We meet loads of spikes that get real big, then they go back that way. Right, so his bottom jaw flares out a good bit, so seems to be quite a spiky thing. So there, say the corner. I'm gonna spike that way. There's a line down the middle just to make them look a little bit like three-dimensional, right? And they seem to spike out a good bit. There's a few of them. It's different. I don't think the older Godzilla had these. He just had like a round. He had a round jaw. This guy seems to be more dragon-like, spiky. Different design. And then his chin goes around here. Right, and then the sort of smiling mouth line, jaw area coming around here. And it kind of gets bumpy because the teeth all come out. From here. And then there is a skin line. So there's like more teeth here. But then it becomes this like side skin. There. And then that skin at the side of the mouth here. Okay, getting there. Got the main shapes, right? And we'll add some like texture to his mouth. And like some more stuff to these spikes, maybe some smaller spikes and everything here. And then just like wrinkly skin. Right, now teeth, right? So we've got some big teeth. It's like another skin line. So there's like a big tooth here. And then I don't think the other Godzilla had teeth that big. Some big teeth. And then there's like teeny tiny ones in between. And really small ones here. Right, and then so his tongue sort of just comes out from the back of his mouth kind of here. Just kind of disappears into the back of his mouth, going this way. And there's like some more sort of flesh down here. And some more skin lines just on the side of the mouth. We'll put some more teeth here. They're quite small on the bottom. And then his cheek seems to stick out the side here, like it's like you can see this part sticking out on the other side of his face, sort of here. So it's kind of spiky. And I think a lone spike sticking off his face that way. Right, so that's his face pretty much, and it's a tricky head position to draw. So we have we have like a row of spikes going down the middle, and then 3 that come down the side of the neck, and then like odds and ends, right? So we'll go, yeah, we'll just do this then. So just add these kind of spikes coming down, and it ends with like a big one there. And then it kind of like curves out. So each of these will like have these little curved lines, and then it meets another layer of these spikes going this way. Right. And then a third layer sort of coming down from here. Right, 3 of them, and to make these a bit 3-dimensional, you add like these lines that come down like so. Kind of makes them look like a pyramid or something, you know. So they make them look a little bit like jaggedy, right? And then you got like textures and all these like bases to them, and then lines that curve between the sort of vents or bases. So you want to texture it all up. You know, like it's growing out from him. It's not just, they're not just like placed on his neck or something. So we get like, so the front of his neck, so we'll go say like this way, right? And it becomes like his chest a little bit. So it comes out and in, and his armor here. The back of the neck, I'll just roughly go along this bottom of this base of the spikes, right? So it's this gnarly sort of broken line that kind of goes all the way down. Right, like that. And this will have like loads of spikes and stuff sticking off, right? And we have sort of like his neck area here, and then an arm sticks this way, and his other shoulder I think is like here. Going down that way. Okay, so we have to add textures and details to all this, right? So he's got like armor at the front, right? So he's got this sort of turtle shell like armor at the front here that goes down the middle of the chest, right? And this, they overlap, so it like comes around that way. And then we have gills on this side that seems to have like the energy coming out of it. So they're kind of like these bumpy fish gills. And it's very similar to the old sort of design of Godzilla. Right, and there's like all the textures sort of follow the shape then. And these gills will have edge lines. That's like his neck, and then some textures here. So his body all just goes like off down here, and his shoulder kind of sticks out this side, it looks like, for his arm and his chest and everything. His like forearm goes this way. And this like comes up to, you get this in, a big like spiky thumb, which comes back down around that way. And then his arm is like in line with this, so it goes, it's kind of like square, sort of chunky. Arm there, and then his like hand comes out. Again, kind of like bumpy and stuff. And then we have fingers, so just like claw-like. Fingers kind of hook around with these big spikes on the end. No easy way of doing them, you just gotta like go for it, kind of. There, off that way, and then like around the top of his pinky, like somewhere here. It's hunched over, not as spiky as the rest. And there's all just like hand lines and texture lines and stuff on all this skin and everything. Like textures all here, like following the shape for his body. You know, just light lines crisscrossing. It's kind of like a net. You know, you throw a net over his body. Kind of gives the impression of like scales and stuff. It's the easiest way of doing it, like. Textures and all this armor. Okay, so we gotta like build up this whole section now as well. So lots of spikes sticking out, right? So like unbelievably big stuff here. Like a little grouping of purple ones here as well. And then it starts to get pretty insane. All here. So you just gotta like get a feel for all these now and kind of like and of course they're glowing purple. And there's layers and layers of all this stuff now. That's all textured down here as well. texture on his forehead. And it goes all the way down the back. It gets like a bit ridiculously detailed. These coral sort of shapes and so I'm just sort of adding and adding and adding, like as big as I can get them to fit in, so it's all like layers and layers of this purple sort of stuff. And it just all keeps going off my page all the way back there. And then like down his body, joins his body and everything. All down there. And it's all textured and bumpy and okay, and you could keep going. You could keep adding. If you have more room, you could go the whole way down his back. It even goes to his tail somewhere down there, I think. And then you can like tidy up lines and stuff. Add as much texture to all this now as you want. And then like, so we'll go like, he's roaring, so spit going this way. Texture and all these cracks and stuff on all these spikes and everything. Okay. And then we'll do that purple and glowing and all that kind of stuff, so it'll look cool. Godzilla, New Empire. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.